I realized I never reset this from the last time I played it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Taco. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I say welcome back. Welcome to. We are. I don't remember anything about this game. I don't remember what happens. Well, I remember what happens. And it has a warning, obviously, as we can see here. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. Now, I'm not going to click yes contains spoilers. I am just going to say, if you are obviously sensitive and you don't want to see, there are images of body harm in this game and very dark themes. So we're gonna go no, but I'm just warning you that now. We don't want to spoil the whole game. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. See? Highly disturbing. I agree. Let's go! Doki Doki Literature Club! I love this game. I'm excited to be revisiting this. I deleted my original playthroughs, and we will probably not be touching this game again after we play it this time. So, we gotta make the most of this. I don't remember what happens, so it's gonna be like, I never played this before, and we get to play it again! We've done our content warning. I should probably leave a warning in my chat. Here we go. We'll leave that in my chat and pin it. Pin message. Here we go. Let's... Okay, enter my name. My name is Taco. As we can see here. Taco. Let's get into it. Hey. Oh, it's been too long. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Whoa, that's harsh, dude. Let's take a sip of our drink. Sorry that my reading's a little bit all over the place. I have a hard time doing a lot of reading. Let's take a sip of my drink and continue. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I'm not saying that. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Taco. You're welcome. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Eh. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students, making their daily commute. By the way, Taco, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Well, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Saria likes to worry a little too much about me. When I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I have no life. Also, I apologize if my pronunciation of people's names is a bit off. I haven't really done much looking into it. I call her Sayori, and then there's Yuri. God. I don't know. Everyone pronounces everything differently. I don't really care, but, you know. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yippee. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. That's a little mean, Taco. Be nice. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sorry, I'm moving my mic closer. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Alright, I'm in. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. No, I want to go. Let me go. I want to go. I'm not a meanie! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going in the anime club. Come on, please. Don't look at me all sad like that. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Heh. Don't make promises you can't keep. I mean, that is true. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to plan all of this out. I let out a long sigh. I could have just sighed instead of saying, I let out a long sigh. But, Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. I mean, cupcakes are good. Yay, let's go. See, we made her happy. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That sounds completely normal. I don't know what you mean. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! Woo! Yeah, new member! What? I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the classroom. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Hello. Sayori always says nice things about you. Really? Seriously, you brought up boy? Hey. Don't be sexist. Way to kill the atmosphere. Hey. Don't be sexist. Ah, Taco, what a nice surprise. Do I know you? 'Cause you seem to know my name. Welcome to the club. Thank you. All words escape me in this situation. This club. What? This club what? Is full of incredibly cute girls. What? No! What are you looking at? The desk. If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? I'm struggling here. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. I can't? Oh, I can! I can! You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then... Oh, sorry. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest member in the club. Don't say things like that. Why not? Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Why do they all have, like, really Asian-sounding names, and then there's just Monica? This music's a bop. That's right. Hello, scary lady. It's great to see you again, Taco. It's great to see you again too, Monica. I recognize you. Monica smiles sweetly. Aww. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Really? Basically completely out of my league. Really? What is in my league? And why are their hair... Why do they have pink hair? That's what I was trying to say. Why do they have pink hair? Is that like their style of drawing, like, I don't know, blonde, like a strawberry blonde maybe? I don't know. To be fair, Yuri has purple hair, so I think that might just be natural in this universe. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little what? You too, Monica. You just not gonna say? Come sit down, Taco. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me, or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. Grr. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Delightful. Love me some tea and cupcakes. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Drum roll, please. That's my drum roll. It's a pretty good drum roll, I know. Ta-da! Do I get to see them? Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth. Oh. It's delicious! That's how that would have sounded, right? Would have been more like, it's delicious. We'll go with that. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I don't see any. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally, I bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Have I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Have I heard this somewhere before? I'm confused. I'm using this too much, aren't I? Okay, I'll stop. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You dummy. Oh, I read that so wrong. But not for you. No, I did that again. But not for, you, dummy. That's what she said. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before we set down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep the whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me. I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Whew. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. Why are you smiling at me? So, what made you consider the literature club? Oh, I don't know. An annoying little girl named Sayori convinced me to come to the literature club, even though I didn't want to come to the literature club, and so I came to the literature... Okay, anyway. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. You could put it that way. That's how you meant to say that. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it, bro. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Yeah! Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Are they really that different? I mean, 3 of them have pink hair, and 1 of them has purple. That's pretty close to pink. And they're all wearing the same clothes. And, Natsuki and Sayori have very similar, well, not really similar. I don't know, they all have something in common, but they're all majorly different, so I guess I see his point. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Taco, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Hey! Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reversed and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Story with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot more horror lately. Me too, buddy, me too. I read a horror book once. Well, if we're talking accurately, let's change that. Oh, I read horror books a lot. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Well, no, I'm a taco, actually, a sentient taco, so, I don't know if you want to compare the two. You can't exactly eat a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. YouTube recommendation section is crazy right now, is it? I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. How dare you! Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cutesy things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. What? What? Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. That look on her face. That is just pure panic right there. I wish I could zoom in on that. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I want to read everyone's poems. So anyway, what is this game about? This game is basically a dating simulator gone wrong. It's the best way I could put it. I mean, if you see from my warning that I had to add, it gets pretty messed up. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Then, the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Taco? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there is still one problem. What is it? What is that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Actually, Natsuki looks pissed off, not gonna lie. But, why are they all sinking? There's no quicksand in their feet, is there? We gotta get them out. I'm sorry, I thought... Taco? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Oh, that's not a great... Nope. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Ugh. Weirdo. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up and the quicksand disappears from beneath their feet. Yes, I'm so happy! That did not sound happy. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assessment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Taco, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I'm not laughing like that. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Taco, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yippee! With that, the two of us depart from the... what? With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Alright. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I'm cool with that. It's time to write a poem! Yay! Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Ooh, who do I want? Let's go with Natsuki. Candy! Milk? Yay! Strawberry? Yay! What? Rain cloud? No! No! Okay. Holiday? No! Childhood? No! Family? No! I guess we're going with, Sayori then. Depression. What? Why is Sayori depressed? That one is Yuri. That one is the wrong one. Ocean? Yeah. Valentine? No. Alone. So let me guess. This is a weird game like the coffin. What's that? I don't actually know what that is. That's the wrong thing. What about lipstick? Oh. Ew. Misery. Why is that Sayori? Oh, Sayori is hella depressed. I got Yuri at the end. I need to get better at that. I was very all over the place. Hi again, Taco. What's up, Monica? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Taco. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. I'm going to have chicken burger and hash browns for dinner. Nice! Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ooh. Ooh. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Taco always gives it his best, as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Taco can become good friends too. Sayori. Huh? I'm confused. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. She brought me something? I want it. I want it. Search it up. It has a whoa. Sorry, I gotta remove that from my chat. Do you mind keeping my chat PG, please? I'm gonna just get rid of it on my screen. This is a lot of dot sending. Don't mind me spamming my own chat real quick. We gotta push it up the screen. There we go. It's gone. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to reduce this situation. I think that's what that said. I don't know. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? What the hell? Why is that a monologue? Get rid of it. No. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mona to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face seems buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for the chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Who are we gonna talk to? Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read from some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature club, so it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And if they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is talking. Yeah. No, shoot, she's talking. Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Oh, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! I love cupcakes, too. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Valid. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ah! Hello. Why are you in my face? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision, terrifyingly, ominously looming over me while I nap. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry, you better be. You scared me. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. God damn it. It's your fault for sleeping like that. I was tired. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Sorry, my dad will come. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret! I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. You meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think... Oh! Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh, that's harsh. Huh? That's super mean. I agree with Sayori there. That was really mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. No! Don't be mean. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is a very weird view! I don't like it! This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking... I have arrived. Hello! Yuri Simp. Hello! I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. Y'all can read that for yourselves. Don't say that out loud. Yeah, I didn't, for a reason. Anyway, you look so much better now. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Well, I mean, at least she's happy how she is. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and... What? Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. What? And you take care of me better than anyone else would. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Taco, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic. Oh, I sounded really enthusiastic. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Monika. I shouldn't be saying that in my chat, my friend. Try keep it wait a minute. I want to go look at your account. Let's go to your channel real quick. You know what'd be funny? I have an amazing image of Yuri on my phone, and it's just that image with where she has really detailed eyes. That would be a hilarious profile picture. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Right. Who should I show my poem to first? What I'm thinking is Yuri. I remember I struggle to read. Anyway, I'm thinking I'm gonna show it. Sorry, my mom walked in. I'm thinking I'm going to show it to Yuri first because I do struggle to read her text. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Why are you just looking down? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri was apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ooh, wish me luck trying to read this, folks. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Her smile is the only thing that keeps me going. Aww. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? That ain't terrible! I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Because I need glasses, man! Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. I like the poem. I did like the poem, it was good. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Taco. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remains of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, there we go. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't like Monica. We're leaving her to last. Natsuki can be mean. We'll do Natsuki. We'll do a similar order every time, I reckon. Well, it's about what I expect from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Whew. I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Maybe I will. Eagles can fly. Wait. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. No, I'll stop. I'll do it seriously. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. I was gonna make a very brain-rotted joke right then, but let's ignore it. I think this is a really cute poem. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. I like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understood. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bringing out the feeling of the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. How's it already been 52 minutes? I don't know, but I'm starting to lose my voice. As you can hear, my voice sounds really like, it kind of hurts. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Time flies fast when you're having fun. I agree. We're gonna do Sayori, because I like Sayori more than Monica. Look at that look on her face! Oh my goodness! This is so good! Oh my god, you know who I sounded like? I sound like Lemon Grab. This is unacceptable! Okay, anyway. I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori's such a bean. I agree. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Haha. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a lot better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poems, it's not just a poem. It's a taco poem. Woo! Poem about food? That's right up Sayori's alley. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote this one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the literature club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Taco. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this meant to her and all. Yeah, I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Reading time! Dear sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Alrighty then. I assume she was hungry. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. The thumbnail for the stream is perfect. What is the thumbnail for the stream? I'm gonna go look. Oh, it's just Sayori. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. I wonder what it will actually be when the stream ends. I have no idea. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Gonna eat that breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't have a choice. Monica! Hi, Taco. Hi, Monica. Having a good time so far? No. Yep. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. That's not creepy at all. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up, because I'm Taco and I'm afraid. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha. Don't worry, Taco. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So, I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing is kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, do you want me to read? Do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. Let me scroll down a little. It couldn't have been me. See, the directions the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking at. And he on the other side was looking in. I don't get it. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poem a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Monica. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Taco did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my life. I can't read. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Taco liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Taco appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Taco started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... Yeah, PG-13, Natsuki! We're trying to kid-friendly channel here. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed that I was standing there. Taco, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have made... What? Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Taco. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning in the most effectively of what I can't read. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, but also a waste. You understand that, right, Taco? Well... I don't know. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's gonna be, help me, Sayori! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Huh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know that you're making your friend sad? Well, feel like this. Taco. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. I was trying to help. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never! It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Alright. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. I was meant to whisper. So this is why Sayori is vice president. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. Sayori is spitting facts! Damn straight! As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Haha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means that Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes she's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. What? That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Taco, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So, your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Taco! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Taco, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what's making me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? What? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Woo! Poem! We're going to write one for Yuri. We're gonna think. Do you reckon romance? Do you think determination? What word do you think would be hers? It wouldn't be broken. Maybe breathe? No, that feels too happy. What about excitement? That's definitely not her. What am I talking about? What if I look up a list of Yuri's words, huh? We want to get some Yuri monologue in here. Climax? Oh yeah, no, you're right. Right, we've got smile, pop-up, beauty, memories. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Okay, I believe you. Graveyard. Embrace, smile, pop-up, spinning. Puppy, beauty, memories, graveyard, kawaii, and sunset. I think graveyard is the only word. Yeah, I assumed as much. Okay, we've got nightgown. Do you think it's nightgown? I'll think here. Maybe scars? I think it might be scars. Existence? Really? Oh. Right, we've got... I was looking it up, but I haven't actually found it, so... I'm gonna rely on you, okay, my friend? What one is it now? This? Is it this? I think it's this, yeah. Okay. I bet it's crimson. Am I right? I don't want to click it because I don't want to get it wrong. I would write one for Sayori, but... Universe, alright. Uncontrollable, play, joy, passion, captive, sweet, hope, infinite, sadness, pink. I think uncontrollable. Or maybe passion. Or maybe infinite. Captive. Shockingly wasn't one I was thinking. Fear, hope, landscape, holiday, lust. Lust? Is it lust? Is it? I know horror is one of hers. Prayer, friends, horror, yeah. No, I did pick that one. After image, intellectual. A lot of these words I'm not even gonna bother. I can read friends and prayer and flying and incapable and skirt and feather. After image. Okay. Now we got that word I can't read, which is most definitely going to be a Yuri word. I reckon that's also a Yuri word. Marshmallow ain't a Yuri word. I love this game so much. We're gonna write our poem and then we're gonna save. Hey, it was what I was hovering over. Unrestrained. I think that one is a Yuri word. And, would I be right? Maybe vertigo. I get vertigo. It's not really fun. Unrestrained. I was right. Massacre. I think it's that one. I don't know about you. Is it massacre? Portrait. Okay. Now we've got... I think it's that one. That one, maybe. I'd be surprised if it's another word. I think it's between disarray, vitality. I don't think it would be vitality. If food and it's between these three, I reckon. I think it's disarray. I'm taking a guess before you confirm it for me. That way I'm at least trying. Disarray. We've got heartbeat. Do you think it's heartbeat? I mean, I know that sounds like upbeat and all, but it could be taken in a really dark manner. Also dark, maybe. Dark, heart, but dark might be savory. Heartbeat, I think it's heartbeat. Or maybe inferno. But inferno even sounds too happy. I think it's heartbeat. By the way, thank you so much in the comment section for helping me out. Oh, it is extraordinary. No! No! It wasn't extraordinary. Oh, that just made me sad. Oh, I give up. I was trying to get an 100%. Oh. But we didn't 100% it. I mean, we didn't do horribly. We got like 3 savory ones. Alright, guys. I almost had it, bro. It's okay, it's okay. Let's go save. Saving the empty slot. Right. I'm gonna leave this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club here. Don't worry, we will try perfect a savory poem on our next poem. Let's go to the main menu. Let's exit Doki Doki. I like being on the desktop. Let's see if we got any new pictures. I'm the #1 supporter of Yuri, my lavender queen. I met a really cool person at... I went to a cosplay convention and I met this really cool person who was cosplaying Yuri. They were really cool. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. If you want to see more Doki Doki, leave a like. It encourages me to continue. But, the notification button is your friend. You will always know when I am uploading because it will tell you. I hope you guys enjoyed. Toodles.